Vivo's sub-brand IQOO has launched its first phone IQOO 3 in India. IQOO 3 has been introduced in both 4G and 5G variants. It competes with Realme X50 Pro 5G. IQOO 3 is loaded with Snapdragon 865, the world's fastest processor. Design and display. IQOO has given a 6.44-inch display in this phone, which has a resolution of 1080 x 2400 pixels. It also has support for HDR10+. The screen-to-body ratio is 85%. The brightness and color combination of the display is good, but the auto brightness is not that accurate. For example, under low light, one will have to increase the brightness of the display, although in bright sunlight, auto brightness works well. The experience of watching 4K and Full HD videos on this phone is fantastic. The punch-hole camera does not bother while watching videos. The phone is heavy. It weighs 214 grams, which is the weight of any average phone. IQOO 3 has got wide L3 certification, so one will not be able to watch Netflix and Amazon Prime content in HD. The rest of the design is compact. The grip is good. There is no fear of phone being slipped from hand. Gorilla Glass 6 has been placed on the back panel. The front has a punch-hole camera which is in the right corner of the display. There are 4 cameras in rectangular style on the back side. The right side has power and volume rocker buttons. Also, 2 special buttons have been given for gamers on the right side, which are named as Monster Touch buttons. One can use these buttons as controllers during gaming. One can go directly into game mode by pressing these buttons. There is a button on the left side for Google Assistant and the headphone jack is on the top. Charging ports, speakers and SIM card slots are at the bottom. It will be available in 2 models, IQOO 3 5G and IQOO 3. The IQOO 3 will be available in 3 color variants, namely Volcano Orange, Quantum Silver and Tornado Black. Camera performance. It has 4 rear cameras. The main camera is 48 megapixels and its aperture is 1.7. The second and third lenses are both of 13 MP and the fourth lens is of 2 MP, which is a depth sensor. There is a 20 times zooming with the camera. Apart from this, 4K videography can be done with the rear camera. With the camera of IQOO 3, one gets many modes like Super Night Mode, Super Anti-Shake, Super Macro, Slow Motion and Pro. The front has a 16 megapixel camera. Electronic image stabilization is also available with the camera. IQOO 3's camera quality is great. The quality of the photo does not deteriorate even after zooming. The stabilization provided with the video also works well. Night mode can be called good but not great. The subject does not blur in portrait mode. The camera clicks photos with a 13 megapixel lens by default, but if one want to click photos with the 48 megapixel lens, they can go to settings and select the lens. One cannot use zoom in 48 megapixel mode. The speed of the camera is good and the macro lens also works well. The user interface of the camera is also good. Overall, IQOO 3's camera is among the best in the range of 40,000 rupees. Processor, battery and performance. IQOO 3 has Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor, the world's fastest processor. The speed of this processor is 2.8 GHz. For graphics, one will get Adreno 650 GPU. In such a situation, there is no problem with the speed of IQOO 3. This phone is available in 8 or 12 GB RAM and 128 or 256 GB storage variant. This is a great device for gamers. For gaming, you also get 2 controllers which are on the right side. By pressing these buttons, you can go directly into the game mode. App opening and moving from one app to another is very smooth and fast. All apps open fast, even heavy apps like PUBG Mobile opens fast. The phone does not have the problem of hanging or getting stuck even once, although the phone can get slightly hot when performing an AnTuTu benchmark test in heavy gaming for about 15 minutes. The battery life of the phone is excellent. In an hour, the battery is fully charged and gives a full day of backup. For fast charging, IQOO is giving a super flash charger of 55. IQOO 3 has a 4440 mAh battery. It has a USB Type-C charging port and a 3.5mm headphone jack is also being provided. It has support for 4G as well as 5G. Apart from face unlock in the phone, there is also an in-display fingerprint sensor which works faster. Faces unlock and in-display fingerprint sensors work faster. Face unlock works well even in low light. In IQOO 3, the company has given its own IQOO UI 1.0 operating system which is based on Android 10. This operating system is very similar to Vivo's FunTouch OS. In Vivo's FunTouch OS, where the notification panel is found at the bottom swipe, here one gets that at top. The phone also has a dark mode that you can turn on from the quick settings menu. There are many apps pre-installed in the phone, which one can delete as per their convenience.